Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl B the Adventurer. In today's video we're gonna do something a little different. Normally you see me like out and about trying new things, exploring new places, but today we're gonna talk about how to get to those places. So we're gonna talk a little bit about how to semi-plan a trip. I'm not gonna go too much in detail about how to plan trips, but also the main part about any trip is how to budget for them. So we're really going to be talking about in detail of how I personally budget for my trip. And you know, it's really simple. It's about 3 steps that I take when I'm planning and budgeting for my trips for the year. So grab your pen and your piece of paper, your notebook, your tablet, your Apple Pencil, whatever you do to take notes. Grab it, come back, and let's get into this. So first of all, before we actually get into anything, I just want to say I've missed you guys. Like, I've just missed my YouTube family. I miss like exploring this stuff. But to be honest, I have been really like transitioning as a wife at Miss Opati. We just had so much stuff like last year between the wedding and going to Kenya and me going to Costa Rica and all those fabulous places that I just needed to like take a chill pill, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And you know, it's nothing wrong with that. But also we started a new contract in Santa Rosa, California, wine country, guys. And unfortunately the weather has not been on our side. Like, I mean, of course now it's beautiful, but for like the first month and a half that we were here, it was like raining every day.
Californians are dreaming for an end to a nightmare. With rising water, numerous rescues.
Who wants to go out and explore in that? Especially because that's when I get sick. So we just kind of been chilling in the house and like working and, you know, just being bored like some other people. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. That's what I've been doing. But the weather is here, guys. It's beautiful, and I can't wait to get back in those streets. I have so many cute little trips planned for us, so you too can like explore California a little bit, see some cool, interesting things. Maybe you can add those things to your bucket list. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, guys, because we got some good videos coming this year. I will say so myself. Alright guys, so the first step in becoming an adventurer like me is planning. Like, I know some of you guys are very spontaneous, but the Virgo in me just doesn't even know what that means. So in the beginning of the year, January, February, I always take time to look at what events are like, or what major events I want to attend for the year. Is there big birthdays like 30, 25, 18, 60, whatever it is there any big birthdays that I want to celebrate for me or my friends or my family? Or if there's any like actual events I want to go to, such as like festivals or carnivals or like concerts or anything like that. So I look at that first. Once I'm able to, like, you know, figure out where I want to go and the activities I want to do, I kind of do like a rough research of the area. For instance, when me and my friends went to Caribbean that one year, we kind of looked up the ticket prices, like the different types of hotels, like how do people get around, so I can come up with a realistic budget. Because if I only have $500 and Caribbean is about 1,000 to 15, then that means I just can't go that year. So it's always good to make sure you set a realistic budget. So that's that, but we'll get into that later. Anyways, so after that I do a rough research, and then I make sure that I can get time off. For me, I'm a travel nurse, so I kind of just create my own time off. I put in my contract, and that's just how I roll. But of course, some of my other friends have to use that thing, PTO. So, you know, we get all of that squared away, and then that's just how we plan the trips. So, I mean, that's just how I like lay out the trips for the year. Now we'll do another video when it comes to like getting into the actual trip, like how to look for hotels and blah 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 blah, all the other stuff. We'll look at that later. Okay, so once I figure out what trips I want to go on for the year, I sit down and figure out how much money I'm gonna need for each event. Once I figure that out, then I use this app called Digit. Now, FYI, this is not sponsored. I'm not there yet, but God willing. Anyways, so I use this app called Digit, and basically you set up a goal, and I'll link it somewhere here. Like, you set up a goal, how much money you want to save for that specific goal, and then it withdraws like little amounts every day, depending on how much it is. So it may withdraw like $2 a day, $5 a day, $10 a day, $50 a day, whatever your goal is in the specific time frame, it withdraws that amount. Now, for my skeptical people out there who don't really want to connect their bank accounts, you know, like us tech savvy or trusting people you can kind of just do it yourself. So come up with the budget, and then like instead of doing like a daily thing, maybe do like every pay period. So like, let's say you want to save $1,000 for a trip in December. You can just say, okay, I want to take out $200 or $300 every paycheck and put that aside for that trip. And then you can somehow, you know, label it in however bank account you have. And the good thing is, like, even though I use the app Digit, a lot of the banks are actually having like saving goals within their own saving account. So just make sure you check that out with whatever banking institution that you use. So yeah, you just save that amount for that specific goal. So however you want to do it, if you want to use an app like me, because I'm not great with numbers, and also I'm not really good with accountability like that, and I've been, you know, I probably would forget to actually withdraw the money. But anyways, so however you want to do that, that's kind of like what I do, to make sure that I just set that money aside. So when it comes time for the trip, like let's say it's a little bit more than I expected, I at least have a good chunk of money saved. And that's exactly what I did for my 30th birthday. So I knew exactly what year I was turning 30. I wasn't really sure about what I wanted to do, so I came up with a number and I set my goal, and I saved money for until like, I think maybe probably like May or June of that year. So when I figured out what I wanted to do, I can at least book a flight, and then also like book some accommodations, and then kind of like save enough money for like excursions and like all that kind of stuff. So you just have to make sure that you have some type of plan, because if not, you know, that's when people just be charging it and saying YOLO. And you know, we just don't do that over here, guys, because we also want to be financially free, and I also want to live, you know, nicely and be able to pay my bills when I come back from these trips. So for those of you who are not really, you know, up into the digital world, kind of like myself a little bit, I actually still write things down. And so I have a nice little cute little planner that I created myself, because you know, I've been looking for, I love planners, FYI, and you know, every year I'm always looking at planners, and some of the pages, you know, it's just not what I need. So I just went ahead and created my own. So for this budget planner, when you like when you're planning your trip, they have an actual like savings page. So on one page it describes like, you know, savings goals and all that stuff, but just for life in general. But then the other side, it has the little savings star, 10%, 20%, whatever, till you reach your actual goal. For me personally, for these little sections here, you can put trips. So like the first one, I'm going on a trip in March, so I can put March, and then, you know, how much money did I save for the actual trip. I'm going on another trip in May, so you know, use that section start making notes or whatever. And then also we have a monthly section as well here, and I'll make sure I link these pages. So down here at the bottom, as you can see, they have a little savings box, so you can write the date, how much you deposited, and the amount, so you can kind of keep track of how much, you know, you're actually saving, and just put a little note like, okay, I'm 25% to my goal, 50% to my actual goal. So this planner that I created is, I think, is an awesome tool for you to start using this year as you plan your awesome trips. Now, you know, you don't have to be an international traveler. You can travel anywhere. You see that during the pandemic, I was traveling to different states because, I mean, I wasn't ready to experience the life via COVID. And there's tons of things. Just make sure you watch my other videos and kind of get some cool ideas of where you want to go, and then use your budget planner to plan for them. So that's really all we're gonna talk about today. I just want to pop on here and just say hey guys, because I know I haven't posted a video in a while. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to be accountable this year, I promise. But life just be getting in the way, guys. The life, weather, like, you know, sometimes I really don't want to be having adventures. Sometimes I want to have, you know, an adventure every month. But I'm going to be more consistent with my, you know, videos. And maybe we can do some sit down videos too, just so you can see my beautiful face. But that's all I have for you guys today. Like I said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And then also, if you like this sit down video, let me know. And let me know what you want to know about me, any questions that I can answer, any topics that you want to talk about. And we can do more of these little chit chats. So see you later, guys. Bye.
Show ya, wish me to call you when you're turning me on.